YouTube viewers, this is my review on the final of 3 beaches in Jamaica's Grand Pallidium, Lucia. I'll give you an overview, a visual of the entire place, and you can see this is a gorgeous bay. It is exclusively Pallidium, Grand Pallidium in Lucia. And I will start my review by, let's just start with a beautiful beach you're looking at right now. This is a snorkeling review, but I'll just add a few things in. The sailboats and the speedboats and that big boat. It's all part of the fun here. Everything is included into the price. You can sail, you can scuba dive. The scuba diving is more money. Snorkeling's free, but bring your own equipment because you have to put a deposit down on their mediocre, crappy equipment. So spend 70, spend 200, bring your own equipment. Let's start off. I'll just slowly go across. The sand, this particular beach, it is if you look at the resort from satellite view, this is the far left. They are going to beach. They're going to be developing on this hill and beyond after, but this particular corner, the left corner of Sunset Cove / beach, you can probably see some snorkelers over here. Especially for amateurs, this particular area all the way out, and there is a boat out here. That is a reef, and me and Michelle just got back from there, about right here in about 100 feet of water, and looked down into our delight. We don't know what kind of rays they were. They were gigantic. They're 20 feet long. They were 12, 15 feet wide wingspan, and they're gliding, a couple of them, completely black with white dots. I'm going to look that up, but if you want to add your input on what they might have been. Michelle did not see them. They were right in front of me. I'm chasing them down, and she did not see them for some reason. Okay. Anyway, this is in this area right here. It's about 5 to 7 feet. 7 here, about 5 to 2. You can very easily see aquatic life all in here. Anything you want to see, but in the scale of the fish are smaller the shallower you go. But it really is very interesting to see the plant life and how these fish are living in the coral and feeding. And as long as you don't chase them and you take your time, and you don't go through, it's not a race to get as far as you can, as fast as you can. This is a take your time, float, see something interesting, meander, and go slowly. And by the way, this goes out, the finger or the boat you can see, that's about 300 meters from shore. And that's where another about 100 meters is where the reef ends, and it plummets to 200 feet, 300 feet. It's the abyss. Moving on. I will go, you can see some snorkelers out here. This is where we saw perhaps 250 meters out. Those the formations are much larger coral reefs, very deep. The lava came down this way, and it's a grove coral reef. If you want to look that up, groves. It's big sand alleys and then lava, sand alleys, and it's very interesting. Over here, about a quarter mile, that's coral reef. Coral Beach, I should say, and out there I have just explained that in another video. This is fantastic. On this side, all the way in, it's shallower, but it's very interesting. One thing when you come here to this particular beach, over on the very far right side, it's hard to see, but I'll put my finger on the very far right side. There, by the way, all this dark right here is a little bit coral, but all of this is turtle grass, and they think they call it because turtles often feed in here. But on that far side is where we commonly have seen squid, and they are in the shallows hunting in formation, and it is absolutely fascinating watching these squid way over there. And they systematically hunt their prey down, and pretty much the biggest badass predators in this sea and ocean. So over here we've gotten shells, gigantic, if forgot the kind of shells. The one that you stick up your ear, or up to your ear, and you can hear the ocean from anywhere, including your house. We've seen, even on this dock, under the dock, moray eels right here. We've seen gigantic moray eels here, stingray all in here. If you take your time, stickfish, baby stickfish, all in these shallows right here. If you want great shells, to put a snorkeling kit and go about a foot of water and just keep pushing your hand, and these beautiful shells pop up all in these shells right here. Boy, I know I'm missing a lot of things. You basically, this is about 3/4 mile out, this point. That's when you're coming out of a coral beach, snorkeling out to that point, and then coming across, and then coming around and going back in is beautiful. You can follow coral reefs all the way in. From this point to this point, it doesn't look far, but it's probably 3/4 to a mile, maybe less. Anyway, all that is exclusive, beautiful coral. On a day like this, where it's barely windy, not windy at all, the clarity is fantastic. So there you go. Hopefully I covered everything. Well, there's also on the sand here, you'll notice there's little dotted holes, and I can't see any right now, otherwise I'd walk up to one. They're called sand crabs, but they're also called soldier crabs. The locals call them soldier. I was confused earlier about soldier crabs versus the Jamaican crab, which is two completely different things. But they'll run around over here, and if you clog their holes when they're out and then chase them into this deep sand right here, they can't move fast in the deep sand, so you can grab them, and it's kind of cool. So,
right here.
What?
Oh, you just
Michelle just spotted one. Here, I'll show you the holes.
You wait. It'll come out.
There's a hole right there. But they're all in there, and you cover those up. But once you get them in this deep sand right here, they can't run, so you can grab them. They pinch a little bit, but all you have to do is just very lightly, do not hurt them, tap their eyeballs, and they'll let you go. Okay, that's my review of, this is my favorite beach. This is my favorite bay. This is my favorite activity. Chanel and I love it. Thank you for listening.